Good morning, welcome back to another AB Neo full flight video. Today we are going to go from the Douglas Charlotte Airport over to Dallas Fort Worth in the Spirit Airways A320 CO. Not a very long flight, couple of hours I think, should be pretty uneventful. Currently it is 6:27 a.m. here in Charlotte, so it's still dark, but we should get a sunrise as we go along the route. Now, just a quick update on some Xbox stuff from Asobo. They have finally acknowledged that there is a problem. Yay! Hallelujah. So you can now go onto the forum, so just go to flightsimulator.com, read the latest blog they've put up for this week's releases, and down the bottom you'll find a link to forums where you can, if you're an Xbox user by the way, where you can activate another beta version of Sim Update 13. This will send data back to Asobo and Microsoft without you having to do anything at all, and they will then work out how to pinpoint what is causing the memory issues on Xbox. I'm grateful that they have finally acknowledged. That's all I was asking for, and my temper has definitely calmed down. I'm no longer stressing. I know it's a video game, but I've invested a lot of money into this. Having said that, the plan to move to PC is definitely still underway. I've decided that it will give you guys, my audience, a bigger range of what I can do in the simulator, but I will still be an advocate for Xbox simming. I think it's brilliant that you can do this on a console, and if anyone out there is looking at getting into Flight Simulator and they don't want to spend the PC money, because it is a lot of money, by all means buy yourself an Xbox Series X. Don't buy the S. You're wasting your time, in my opinion, and also from what I've seen from others. But if that's all you can afford, then you definitely get the S. It just limits what add-ons you can use, etc, etc. Anyway, without any further ado, let's get into the flight deck and get this flight underway. Okay, so I have powered things up. I've added in the fuel, weights and balances, etc, etc. The only thing I've got to do is finish setting up the MCDU. So come down to it. So see, our cost index is 12. Cruise altitude today will be flight level 360. And the IRSs should have actually already aligned. They have, excellent. Just a tip too. Don't align through the IRS initialization button. You don't need to. They will just align on their own. Reason for that is because if I go into performance, see how I've got the takeoff page? If I align the IRSs, for some reason, it automatically takes me to the descent page and I can't enter information into here. I don't think it's the exact cause, because I have set this all up and then takes out to the runway, and straight away it's given me my descent page, which means I don't have my V speeds or anything. It's a bit of a pain, but that's what I have discovered so far, so just be aware of that. I'm not sure what the cause is, don't know if it's Latin VFR or if it's Asobo, because this does run off the Asobo A320 Neo engine, but just something to be aware of. Anyway, let's get some information put into some stuff and get this underway. So we want to get our total weight, so round that up to 69 tons, over to the what they call a what do they call this? An EFB, sort of an EFB. It's so what I say, 68. Oh god, that is so bright. Let's dim that down. That's better. 68 tons. Oh come on. There we go, 68 tons. Flap settings will be 1. Temperature in Charlotte right now, in fact I will bring up the weather as soon as I've entered all this, is 18.3 degrees. It is so warm for a fall morning, I guess. Runway length, that's what I haven't put up. We've taken it from runway from 36 left, and it is 9,000 feet. Plenty of distance for a 320 to take off. And the current pressure in millibars is 101. Oh, is it? Let's refresh. Haven't refreshed that for a little while. What it is? It's 1016. 101. Come on. 16. Hit the calculate button. What does that give us? It gives us 137,149,149. Excellent. So we'll put that into performance. 137. For V1, 149 for VR, and 149 for V2. Oh, come on. Oh, no, I did do it. Transition altitude in the US of A is 18,000 feet, flight level 180. Flaps for takeoff will be 1. And we'll go to the next phase. And I'm just going to put in 18,000 for our descending transition level as well. It saves a split second to do that in the flight. Cool, and I'm going to keep coming back and checking the takeoff page and the performance page because I'm paranoid it's going to disappear. Anyway, let's go to a flight plan. No, before I do that, let's look at some weather in Charlotte. So at the moment, like I said, 18.3 degrees. The wind is 320 at 3 knots, visibly 9 miles. Ceiling is 13,000 feet. And the current QNH is 30.00. So it's pretty good conditions for a takeoff, and we're taking off from runway 36 left. So have a little bit of a taxi. We just have to head down south a bit from where we are. We are currently at the American Airlines gate or terminal. I could not find where Spirit Airlines actually park up. I assume it's remote stands. They might not use jetways. So I decided, well, let's borrow an American Airlines gate for this flight. Anyway, let's get into the flight plan. So I need to enter some stuff in here. It's not very long. That's it. So insert that. Distance 1120, estimated fuel on board end of flight is 4.2 tonnes for now. I'm just going to go back and check performance. We're still on takeoff. Oh God, it's scaring me that it's going to change. So we're taking off from 36 left, so departure. Are we taking off, did I say 36 left? The plan, it says 36 left. Okay, cool. So 36 left. That will be on the Bobsy 4. There it is there. Is there a transition available? B and A, yes there is. We'll insert that. Insert. I'm going to hit flight plan again. Because sometimes this distance will drop down to like 40 miles because there's an error with one of these. But hasn't done that so far. Arriving into, at this stage, into Fort Worth is, again, 36 left. There are a lot of runways. 36 left. And that'll be on the Bird J 3. Oh, we've got Bird J 4. We don't have 3. Okay, 4 it is. Don't know why it does that. Insert that, return, and we'll click flight plan again. Distance 910 nautical miles now. Okay, cool. So all looks good. Estimated fuel on board 2 points. That will change. That'll go up to about 4, I'm going to say 4.5 tonnes of fuel. Let's check the VFR map because I don't trust it. I want to see if we've got any weird sort of turnarounds. So, oh yeah, straight out. Turn to the west and head straight across. Yep, that all looks good. A little bit up. Zoom out a bit more. That's a bit too, it's going to take forever. And then, yeah, that looks pretty much exactly what's on the Simbrief flight plan. And then, yep, we should, oh, we come down. Okay, cool. And we do basically do a U-bolt to come back into Dallas. Yeah, I like that. I like that plan a lot. Happy with that. Let's go back to performance, and it still says takeoff. Oh God. Okay. So up to the MCP. I think it's called an MCP. It is in the Boeing. I don't know if it is in the Airbus, but we'll call it that. 360 QNH. What do we say? It was 30.00. We'll turn on some constraints, turn on the flight directors. Everything else looks to be pretty good. We've got the dome light on at the moment because it is dark outside. Also, this is a paid add-on airport as well. I will put the studio name in the description of the video below, but it is it's in the marketplace. It's one of the few that is actually still working while we have these issues with Xbox. But yeah, we are pretty much good to go. Oh, no, we're not. I have not checked. I'm going to check performance again. Yep, still saying takeoff, yay. Okay, ILS 111.90. Let's just double check that is correct. Localizer 111.9. CRS is 356. It says 8. Why does it say 8? That is... Okay, that's... I think it's close to 356. It's only... what, 12 degrees off. That probably will update as we go. It does do that on these default aircraft for some reason. It's a little bit strange, but yeah. Anyway, we are pretty much good to go. It is currently 6:39 a.m. We have a departure time of 7, so we will probably start things up in about 10 minutes and get our butts to runway 36 left. But in the meantime, I'll let some passengers load, and I'll have some banter chat with my first officer and talk aeroplane stuff or something, I don't know. Anyway, I'll be back once we are ready to push back and start. Okay, so passengers should have load. Well, I hope they have. It's been just under 10 minutes. Let's get things underway. We'll get the seatbelts on. We'll get the jetway can disappear. This will shut the doors at the same time. Any second now. There it goes. And we'll get rid of the cones and chocks now as well. Back up top, we can turn the dome light off. We don't need that anymore. Where are you? Where are you, dome? Oh, you're right there. So turn that off. We'll get the beacon light on. And the fuel pumps can come on. And we'll get the APU started up. Alrighty, so we should have the dome light flashing. Yes, we do. Beautiful. APU sounds like it's starting up. Now just double check, performance still has takeoff. Yay. Okay. Whew. APU bleed can come on, and we can disconnect the ground power now as well. Right. Let's get some things started up. Now, I am also, I can't remember if I did mention this in the last video, back using the Thrustmaster Airbus quadrant, because I figured out how to make it work the best. Now, just so, I just can't remember if I covered this or not, but it has detents which are evenly spaced, and they shouldn't be, because the top 3 detents should be further away from the idle position. So what I've done is I'll ignore the first detent. The second detent is the climb. Then in between the climb and toga detent is flex, and then of course you've got toga. So it seems to work. So I just have to click past one unused detent, and it all works. I'm happy with it. Anyway, we are good to get the engine into start mode. We'll get rid of the parking brake, and we will call for pushback. So we're just going to push back to here somewhere. I can't really see. And we'll turn around because we are heading over to runway 36, which is over here somewhere. I'll bring up the map to have a look, so I can't quite remember where it is. Okay, there we go. So we'll get engine number 2 started up. I love having switches for that, not having to do it with the mouse. We've got engine 2 positive start. Can't really see a taxi line. So I might just turn it there. Okay, so get the parking brake back on, and we can start engine number 1. Get the taxi light on. We might put on the side lights as well. Cannot see a taxi line. I'd say there's one next to us. That's not a taxi line, that's a road marker. I guess we'll just move out and find where it is. Okay, we'll go flaps to 1. Can't really see them. Can't zoom in on that either. You can sort of see them coming down there. Bitch. Our engines have all started up, so we will turn off the APU. Go back to engine mode normal. We will activate the speed brake. Everything else looks to be all good. What I didn't do is we didn't check the flight controls. So we'll go full left, full right, full up, full down, and full rudder left, full rudder right. Excellent. No, I'm happy with that and good to go. I'm not happy with the placement of my rudder pedals though, they're a little bit too far away. There we go. We are good to head out to the runway. So parking brake off. Southwest catering truck. Definitely in the wrong terminal. Well, almost completely and utterly balls that up. It's going in the complete utter wrong direction. So I've turned around and we are now heading to runway 36 left. We're actually heading to runway 36 center first, but we will cross that. So not this turn, but the next one. So the next right, and will take us to the correct runway. Okay, we are almost here after taxiing halfway to Fort Worth without the wheels even leaving the ground. I have chosen the furthest runway possible from the terminal. It got lost twice. I mean, did I say twice? Once. But we're here and we can now get ready to take off. Yay. So we'll just check nothing's coming in. Doesn't appear to be anything. It has just started raining too, so we get this beautiful pink sky, which is wonderful. We'll double check we still have got performance. It says take off. Oh, thank God for that. Okay, so landing lights on. We'll get the the takeoff light on. Strobe can come on as well. What else do we need? We need our parking brake to be set to max. We'll just double check. We've got everything down here. Flaps 1, speed brake is armed, and we are good to get out of here. Now, one thing I'll remember to do, because I always forget, is I will start the clock. Okay, parking brake off. Let's get out and get this bird in the air. Now the wind is 8 knots coming slightly across the runway, so there's been a bit of a weather update. So we probably will have to use a lot of rudder, because for some reason even a 1 knot wind in the A320s on this game will push your aircraft off the runway. I don't understand it. Anyway. Okay, so we'll go nose in a little bit and we'll go up to about 50%. And flex. Yeah, the wind is definitely pushing out. Holy shit. That's 3/4 rudder. Far out. This is definitely why I prefer the PMDG for physics. Okay, passing 100. One, 2, 0. And rotate. Positive rate of climb. I'm going to ignore the flight director and just go straight ahead for now. I'll go gear up, and we won't overclimb. Beautiful. Okay, leave it into climb, and we'll hit the autopilot, which should violently swing us to the right. Okay, autopilot coming off because we actually want to go to the left. Not sure what's going on there. Flaps to 0. Try autopilot again. That's better. Okay, cool. I'm happy with that. Not sure what happened there. Otherwise, it was a pretty nice takeoff out of a fairly damp Charlotte. Okay, 10,000 feet landing lights can come off. We'll stow those as well. Then once we have straightened up, which we should do momentarily, screw it, we'll do it now. Seatbelts can come off, and we are on our way up to 36,000 feet. Wow. That is some not so nice weather out there. Okay, just coming up to flight level 180, so we can put the QNH to standard. Otherwise, we are well on our way up to flight level 360. As you can see, the beautiful sunrise is causing this purple and pink and blue. I love it. It always looks really, really nice in the simulator. You would have seen some nice outside shots between before and now. Anyway, I'll come back to you once we have reached our top off climb, and we'll do a bit of a weather update in Fort Worth for now, as well. And then of course we'll update the weather before we come in for descent. But until then, I'll see you in a couple of minutes. Okay, we're just coming up to flight level 360, so our cruise altitude, and it just looks stunning out there. We've got the sun behind us, coming up. We'll be coming up from the horizon somewhere over there, I would say, probably where the big bright bit is. Let's have a look at the weather in Dallas, Fort Worth. So this is as of 33 minutes ago. Wind is 350 at 8 knots. It is 18.9 degrees Celsius and clear. I imagine that will be up by a couple of degrees by the time we do arrive into Dallas. QNH 30.8 with no cloud detected, which is kind of cool. Let's have a look and see when we will actually arrive. So 13:10 Zulu. Currently it is, if I look at my clock, 11:26 Zulu. So it's another hour and 44 minutes until we touch down into Dallas. But yeah, we should get some nice scenic views between now and arriving into Fort Worth. Okay, we're just coming up to about 40 miles away from top of descent, give or take. Now, the Latin VFR A320s do have a VNAV profile in them, so it will auto-descend, but I think it's slightly off because it wanted me to descend about 80 miles ago, which is just way too soon. So if we look in the nav display, you'll see we're just about, I'm going to take this waypoint here, AXE, as our top descent or thereabouts. So once we get to there, it's about 120-ish miles or so, maybe about 130 until we do come into Dallas. So we'll sort of use that as the guide, but we do need to put in some information. So if I go into performance, you'll see it's already on descent because it has wanted to make me descend, but I've prevented that by not putting in a descent altitude. But we do need to go to our approach phase, so we do need some weather. Is it updated? No, it has not. So this is as of 63 minutes ago. Wind was 340 at 5 knots, 18.3 degrees with few clouds, and QNH 30.10. So I'll put that in anyway. I will check for an update and see if anything changes, but 30.10 for the QNH. Temperature, we'll just round it down to 18 degrees centigrade. The wind is 340 at 5. Transition altitude 18,000. We put that in earlier, so that will not change now. We do also need to bring up our decision height, which is here. So 788 feet is our decision height, or minimums, depending on what aircraft you're flying in, so we need to put that in as well. What did I just say? 788, I forgot in the time I looked away. So we'll put that into there. MDA, as we're flying ILS, we don't need to put anything into that, I don't think. I'm pretty sure. Looks like our vertical landing speed will be 149 knots. Cool. So where are we at? So yeah, so once I've hit the AXE waypoint, we will start making a descent down into Fort Worth, and that should work out. So it does mean I have to manually descend us instead of relying on the automatic VNAV system, but that's fine. That's how I'm used to flying the Airbus like that anyway, because it's how we've flown it up until LVFR did their thing and implemented that into their models. Of course, if you're on PC and you fly the Phoenix or the fly-by-wire version of the A320 or A320 Neo, you will have a little more automatic control. We do things manually on Xbox because that's how we roll. Anyway, I'll be back once we have started to make our descent. Okay, there goes that turn. So that means we have hit that waypoint. So we're going to go down to, first step will be flight level 210, and I'm going to do that at 2,000 feet per minute until we get below max speed at 20, which is 26,300. At that time, I will reduce our speed down to 242 knots for the remainder of the way down to below 10,000, where we will drop down to green dot, which I think should be around about 209 knots, I think. Should be a pretty smooth landing. Check if there's a weather update. There has been a weather update, and it is definitely in our favour. I like it. So the wind is 360 at 7 knots, so straight down the runway, which is perfect. I do love a headwind landing as opposed to a crosswind. Temperature has gone up to 19.4 degrees, so I might actually change the information in the MCDU just because. So QNH is 30.11 now, or decimal 11. Temperature, it's 19.4. I'm going to put, yeah, I'll just leave it at 19. And the wind is 360 at 7 knots. So we'll leave all that in. Nothing else changes. All looking good. So it should be, hopefully it should be a pretty good landing. Confidence is high. Also, having a look at the fuel on board, I said I would have about 4.5 tonnes left, I think. So a little bit below what I estimated. That's okay. Oh look, it's just gone up to 4. So that still could be, I still could have been completely right. We'll find out on landing, I guess. Anyway, I'll see you guys real soon. Once we get down to flight level 180, we'll do another final weather check before we actually start making our final approach. Okay, so just coming down to flight level 180 now. If we have a quick look, we do have a height restriction of 18,000 feet. Oh, now it's 17. Okay, cool. We have just passed that waypoint. So what we'll do is we'll just go down to 17,000 feet. We'll just do it at 1,200 feet per minute. We're still way below where we need to be, which is great. I do like that. But we do need to put the QNH in, which is 30.11. Excellent. Let's see, how are we looking? So 40, we've got ages. Now I have noticed this here as well. It says 84 nautical miles. And if we go back and look at here, it's, yeah, no, it wouldn't be. I mean, it'll be 60, it might be 70 nautical miles until we get to Dallas Fort Worth. It's not quite what the MCDU is saying, so that's not really accurate. Okay, let's take her down to 14,000 feet now. We'll keep going at, actually we'll drop that down to 1,500 feet per minute. And when we get closer to 14,000, we'll probably chuck the seatbelts on, because we'll be well on our way to coming down into our approach. Oh, just about coming down to 10,000, so about 700 or so feet away. We have got some airports around us. I think that's Addison Field down there, or Dallas Addison, and we should have Dallas Love Field. I think that's it there, maybe, where the mouse is circling, or it could be that, I don't know, it's up there somewhere. Of course, we're not going to any of those. We're going to Fort Worth, or Dallas Fort Worth. Where are we at? 10,000, so landing lights can come on. And we might just reduce our speed. We might green dot us now, which is 210. I think we actually have got a speed restriction of 210 knots anyway. Yeah, we've passed it, so we're breaking the rules. It says we should be at 12,000 feet at Jekyll. I don't think that's right. I think that is, we have to be below 12,000 because we want to be 4,000 feet at Allen to meet our glide slope, which we should meet quite nicely actually, because we've still got plenty of distance, I think. Yeah, we have. We've got 20 miles to get down by 5,000 feet, so that's just fine. I won't start putting flaps out until we come around the corner a bit, because we've still got plenty of space to do that. So we'll get down as low as we can before we start getting our flap speed right down. In fact, I'm just going to naturally let the speed drop down as well, so it will slowly make its way down. That's not green dot at all. We want to raise that up, should be 210. Perfect. Okay, cool. Excellent. Well, we're not too far away from landing. Going to try and make a good one as well. We'll try. Okay, we've just turned the last corner, so we are coming in onto final now. So we'll turn on the ILS, and for some reason we will drop. That was weird. Not sure what the behaviour was. Our nose just dropped. We will go flaps down to 1. And we'll activate the speed brake while we're there. I don't think we need the flaps, not the flaps, the spoiler anymore. We'll get our speed down to 190 for that there while we're flying level. But we are looking good. We have got our field in sight directly ahead, and we're landing on, did I say runway 36 left? So it will be that one right in front of us there. There it goes. Okay, so we can go gear down. Wonderful. Nice and calm. What's the wind doing? 15 knots, but according to the weather it is only 7 down on the ground. Okay, I'll go speed down to... wow, no. Before we do speed, always do this. I'll go flaps 3. And speed down to 1 58. Just did a weather refresh, still no change. Just suits me fine. That wind should turn to be a straight-on headwind as we get closer to the runway as well, I hope. Actually, while I'm up here, where are we? So we exit the runway, turn right, and there's the terminal there. Cool. Okay, we're going to go flaps to full, speed 148. Disengage autopilot a little bit closer. I'm just waiting for that wind to line up to be head on. Got lever asymmetry flashing on as an error, but I think that's a Latin VFR error.
500.
Continue. I wish it would say approaching minimums like it does in the Airbus. Might skim some trees. No, we're getting back on track. That wind is still not quite head on. Close though.
200. 100.
Okay, disengage autopilot.
60, 50, 40, 30, 20.
And power down. Oh, don't tip.
Retard. 5.
And 2 in reverse. We'll thump that one down a little bit. Go manual braking. Oh, did I make that exit, will I? And disengage reverse, we will. We'll take that exit. It's a high-speed exit, so one. Oh, is it? Oh, maybe it's not. Okay, so we'll get rid of the flaps and the speed brake. Lane lights can come off. We'll just put the taxi lights on. Probably need a little bit of juice to get us moving. And we'll turn some systems off as well while we're here. Yeah, we'll turn up here and cross this runway. So this is the bespoke version that comes with... I don't know if... Oh, should I uncheck to see if there's nothing on the... No, that was lucky. Just going straight across the runway without even checking. I don't know if this comes with the Premium Deluxe or Standard, but it's yeah, it's one that comes in flights, and the frame rate's not the best. I'm jumping just a little bit. Anyway, they have updated it. It used to be, so this building coming up on our left here, I think that was missing. I wanted to turn there, but there's a frickin' fuel truck in the way. Oh, we're going to turn anyway. I'm going to turn wide, purposely go through and teach them a lesson as we our frames jump all over the place. Yeah, I'm pretty sure this building was missing. I could be thinking of Atlanta though, but anyway, they've updated this and it's a little bit better. Okay, we can kill the taxi lights so we don't blind the invisible ground worker. We're coming it on an angle because the taxi line's on an angle. Maybe that's correct. Who would know? Let's see how close we can get. Yeah, taxi line's not meant to be on an angle like that. And we'll stop. Well, a little bit over. That's all right. So hit the parking brake, and we will turn off engine 2 and 1. Oh, and I thought the game was going to crash then. And we will get the brightness up. We need cones and ground power, and we'll get the jetway. And we can turn off the... I didn't even turn the APU on. That's funny. Huh. But we'll turn everything else. We've got ground power on, so we can turn everything else off. And if we got jetway connected, yes we do. So we can turn seatbelts off. Oh, beacon light can also come off as well. Wonderful, excellent. Well, that is us. Welcome to Dallas Fort Worth in the Spirit A320 CO. Thank you very much for watching along, and also while I've got you, thank you very much for the new subscribers. It is definitely appreciated. I saw those numbers go up a little bit this week, a little bit more than they usually do as well, which is quite exciting. And the last video which I did in the 737 was has proven to be quite popular. So I hope you did enjoy this video. And thank you for watching, whether you're subscribed or not. It's all appreciated all the same. But I will see you in the next one. Until then, guys, have a good day.